The purpose of this video is to outline a simple plan after the COVID-19 shutdown is lifted and the country begins to open up for business once again. As we move into the next phase of this pandemic, after we've flattened the curve, what comes next? How do we stop the curve from rising again? Do we just keep the economy shut down? Does everyone continue to stay at home and not work? The answer is no. There is a path forward, and frankly, it's what should have been done in the first place, and coincidentally, what the CDC recommends doing for a pandemic. Going forward, COVID-19 reoccurrences are going to be like a game of whack-a-mole. It's going to pop up here and there, and it will be our government's duty to whack it down. The only way they're going to whack it down, though, is through widespread and rapid testing of everyone, with or without symptoms. Then follow up that with contact tracing, more testing, and quarantining on people who test positive. Anything short of that is asking for a substantial reoccurrence. It's been determined that the COVID-19 virus is present in human excrement and can be easily detected in sewage systems. In urban areas which are serviced by municipal sewer, testing for the presence of the coronavirus in wastewater treatment plant influent should begin immediately. If the virus is present in the influent at the wastewater treatment plant, testing should proceed upstream to isolate areas and neighborhoods where the virus is originating from. This testing should be done during peak periods and at a minimum on a daily basis. As neighborhoods are categorized in relation to the level of the presence of the virus, this information can be made public and additional door-to-door testing can commence if needed, or pop-up remote testing in those areas could be established. The idea would be to make the neighborhood hot zone information publicly available so that individual citizens could be aware and take appropriate precautions and participate in testing. The bottom line is that testing needs to be rapid and targeted to identify outbreak areas, then followed by contact tracing of individuals who test positive, and then further testing of those individuals they have been in contact with. This all needs to happen rapidly. For people that test positive, quarantining needs to be mandatory. In addition to testing for the virus, antibody testing should be conducted simultaneously with each virus test. Individuals that test positive for the antibody and also negative for the virus would be free from further testing and given some kind of document to prove that they are now immune and able to resume normal work. It will be important that these individuals still maintain proper hygiene, such as hand washing. However, they will no longer be an infected carrier. I would strongly encourage the President to use the Defense Production Act of 1950 to facilitate the production and distribution of both the COVID-19 virus test and the antibody test. Now, I've heard the argument that the Defense Production Act is not necessary as these corporations are already maximizing their production. I would argue that based on the simple fact that these tests are not widely available, that logic is faulty. It's time for the government to do what they should have done months ago. As data gets collected like it should be, a robust, portable, and simple data system for collecting, managing, and reporting results is going to be required. Collecting data using pen, paper, and a clipboard is not going to suffice. Moving data quickly to a central database is going to be required in order to respond quickly and effectively to the volume of data that needs to be collected. Our government needs to be proactive at this point. Do not wait until it is painfully apparent that there needs to be a data system. Take action now. Pick one and go with it. Reporting the results in real time is going to be critical. Contact tracing needs to happen immediately, and the only way that can be coordinated is through a robust, real-time data system. In order for the public to react appropriately, they need information. If a virus pops up in their neighborhood, they need to know so they can take necessary precautions and get tested themselves. Again, government, do not wait until it is painfully apparent you need a reporting system. Take action now. Pick one and go with it. I've been in the sampling, data collection, and reporting business for over 30 years. I understand the daunting data management effort that is required. In order to make wise decisions, it requires information. It's evident to anybody paying attention the decision-making process has been horrendous at all levels of government. The primary reason for the poor decisions has been the lack of real-time data and information. That needs to stop. Emphasis needs to be given to the reporting of data in an actionable, coherent fashion. This is what's required to make good decisions. I'm happy to donate my company's services at cost. I'm not interested in profiting off of this pandemic. What I am interested in is a quick and expeditious outcome and a return to normalcy for the entire planet. If there is a better plan out there, go with it, please, and now. What I and others need to know is that our government is doing something that makes sense. If you or anyone you know might be interested in further details of this plan, I'd be happy to have a conversation and discuss how Sample Serve might be able to help. Stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.